So with the message for today, I'm getting this very strong message here that right now you have been feeling very stagnant, okay? For the past maybe year or so, you've been feeling very stagnant. You've been feeling very stuck, right? You feel like things are not moving. And not just you're not moving, but things around you are not moving. You are in this energy of being stuck, okay? Now let's talk about why. Remember that these readings do not resonate for everyone, so if it doesn't resonate for you, do not take it. But let's talk about why you've been stuck, okay? So there's a decision, and your intuition and your ego are literally at war about this decision. You know that there's something in your life that's not good for you, whether this is a person, a job, whether this is some type of like connection that you have, okay? Could even be like an addiction that you have, right? There is something that has been made very clear to you that this is not good for you, okay? And you have struggled letting this thing go, right? And there is this energy of indecision. There is this energy of not taking any action toward listening to your intuition. Actually, at the moment, you are ignoring your intuition. You also are ignoring the shadow work that is coming with this decision, okay? So there is something that you will not let go of. There is something that no matter what type of warning that you get, no matter what you know on an intuitive level, you will not let this go, okay? You will not make a decision about it. It's like you're in the middle, okay? And it's like you are in the middle and you're stuck, right? Because you will not go left or you will not go right, okay? It's like you will not fully commit to making a decision. You will not fully commit to either letting this go, and you will not fully commit to not letting this go. So again, that creates a stuck energy, because if you think about making a decision, right, and like the POV, like the point of view of you making a decision, and the way I'm picturing it in my mind right now is somebody standing there and either having to go down that path or this path, right? But instead of going down any path, they're just stuck. Okay, that's what I'm getting with you. This is why this stuck energy is happening. Now, even if this is not for you, this could be, you could be cross-watching or something. This could be for somebody that you know. This is one of the ones, like the reading that I'm speaking to somebody and this needs to get through to you, okay? So keep that in mind, whether it's you or somebody else. Alright, now you are not making a decision and you're not listening to your intuition, and this energy creating, and actually sorry, stuck energy. You also, you're closed off to receiving. In the stuck energy, you're not moving. Why? And you are staying in any type of trauma or bad emotions that are coming up, because whatever this decision is, you're not staying there because you are happy. You're staying there because you feel like you have to. You're staying there because you feel like it's all you know. So this could be like a job, and like a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you've been there for a long time and you don't like it, okay? You feel like you need to be there, okay? If this is like a relationship that you're not happy in, you feel like you need to stay there. You feel like you need to be there. You're having a hard time letting go. So this is something that you may need to practice. And I find it very funny because I've done this in the past, but when I film these readings, I always hold a crystal. And today I chose this crystal, which is a rainbow. I'm not trying to get you guys to like look at my nails because I need to fix them, but basically this is a rainbow jasper, okay? And this is really good for decision making. So you may want to work with rainbow jasper. This will help you literally make the decision that you cannot make. Okay, so you don't have to like do a lot. Maybe you want to meditate with it, maybe you just want to carry it around, just work with the energy of it. That can help you make a decision, especially if you're somebody that you feel like you cannot make this decision. By avoiding making this decision and following your intuition, you are delaying this ascension, okay? Because once you actually make this decision and listen to your intuition, this is you ascending, okay? This is you, like, you can look at it and going to the next level, right? On a spiritual level as well. Now, I am getting that this will involve a leap of faith, taking a risk. Something that is very unfamiliar to you, you have to do, okay? And once you do this, once you take this leap of faith, okay, the way that you start receiving, okay, literally you start receiving, right? You start to receive the blessing that has been waiting for you. Because this is you, okay? This is you deciding that you are going to stay stuck in this situation, even though your intuition has been warning you about it. You have made a conscious decision to stay stuck in and to not make a decision, okay? I do see that there's a little bit of a fear of change here. There's a lot of fear that you're operating from, right? I do see that, again, you may need to practice getting familiar with change, okay? Now, you can do this by little things, okay? You don't have to like go make a massive life change if you are so hesitant and unfamiliar with it. But you can practice this energy. Like, you can, for example, say you are somebody that you go to the same coffee shop every single day. Well, tomorrow change the coffee shop. Go to a different one. Even if you're very content with the coffee that you get from the coffee shop that you go to every single day, just try a different coffee shop. That is an example, and that is you tapping into the energy of change, okay? Maybe you're somebody that you usually wear a certain type of uniform type of energy, okay? So like maybe you're somebody that always wears like, you know, tracksuits or something like that, right? Try to step out of that comfort zone and change the way that you draw. Again, back to you practicing change, embracing change, right? This is you needing to get out of this comfort zone, to be honest with you, because where I'm picking up on, you have been set in this comfort zone. And you also are somebody that usually people make decisions for you, right? So maybe this could even come down to like religion. Maybe like you have to act a certain way because of your religion, or maybe you need to act a certain way because of your family, or maybe you cannot do things without the consent of other people, okay? Again, you may need to practice actually making your own decisions, right? So I'm also getting that it's crucial for whoever I'm picking up on to get in the receiving energy. Right now, in this stuck energy, nothing is flowing, okay? When energy is stuck, nothing flows, okay? It's just stuck, and it becomes very heavy, okay? It becomes very like tense, okay? You may even need to like start moving some more, especially if you've been in the stuck energy. That's a really good way to move energy to actually move, right? But I am getting that it's important for you to receive. You need to receive, and the thing is, you cannot receive in the stuck energy. You need to practice taking leaps of faith, change, especially if it is something that is really hard for you, because I do see that you've been stuck in the same way for a very long time, and then shadow work that is coming up, okay? Trauma that is coming up. Things that you are not ready to explore. That's what I'm getting, like you're not ready to explore these things. And I'm not trying to sound harsh when I say this, but I feel like it's going to come off very harsh to people. But if you ignore the shadow work, then you're not going to evolve. Like, life is literally a journey. We're not programmed to stay in one spot. Okay, now change is something that comes with life. Change, it's your conception of it. If you believe that, you know, change is hard and scary, and, you know, obviously there is a aspect of change that may be scary, right? But change also can change your whole life and happen for the better. I just been 11/11. So then this leap of faith that you haven't been seeking, and because it makes you like you need to say something, like you literally need to be something. Then a lot of resistance here. And I'm getting that you're stuck in this. This is like, you're stuck in this like cycle right now because you're not making a decision. It's almost like you're waiting for somebody to make a decision for you. But Spirit's been trying to get through to you, okay? Spirit's trying to get through to you through your dreams, through songs, okay? Through your thoughts, right? Spirit is really trying to get you to something go, something that's not serving you anymore. But again, this is like you're in indecision. So it's not even that you are deciding that no, you don't want to let go of this, right? It's like you're in the middle. I just seen 12:22. So half of you is like, how can I explain it? It's like you're not even making the decision to go and stay where you're at. You're like in the middle, right? So there needs to be a decision. Either you're going to stay where you're at, even if you're not happy, and I'm getting that you haven't been happy in this situation, okay? Or you're going to make the decision to listen to your intuition, make the decision, take the leap of faith. And this looks scary, okay? I do think that it looks scary, especially to whoever I'm speaking to. And I fully have compassion for you, okay? Especially because I do see how hard it is for you to move and for you to change and for you to make a decision. But you need to really take control here. One thing called scary and very uncertain. The way that you're going to be so happy you did it, the way that it changes everything for you. Because on the other side of this decision is the biggest blessing of your life. The biggest blessing of your life. Right? And, okay. The shadow work that the reason why you will not make this decision fully is because there's shadow work. It's bringing up an old wound, okay? When I say shadow work, I mean like there's some type of trauma that's coming up, or there's some type of something that you need to face about yourself. That if you do make this decision, you're not making this decision out of trauma, whoever I'm picking up on. You're not making this decision out of trauma because you don't want to face it. Or maybe you may have like an abandonment issue. But I do see that there was a time that you were a victim. There was a time that you were a victim. Okay? Now this is in the past. And I'm talking about some old trauma here. But there was a time that you were the victim, okay? And I do see a very painful wound coming up here that is literally keeping you from moving right now. But I do see that yes, you were the victim, but you can't keep acting like the victim. You cannot allow this past, this trauma that you've gone through to stop you from moving right now, and to stop you and to scare you into not doing things that are meant for you. Right? You need to address this trauma. Okay? You feel defeated by this trauma. You need to address it and you need to heal it, because then it will empower you. Right? This fear that's coming up, there is this trauma behind it that you don't want to fight. And the more that you don't face it, the more that you're hurting yourself right now. You're literally training yourself right now by ignoring this trauma and not facing it. And I understand trauma. Like, it can be very hard to face certain things. Okay, but this is what is keeping you stuck. I hope, and I just think 16, and it is 444 on my actual clock right now. But that's what I'm really getting here. Like, I feel like this is a deep reading as well. So, bit of a trigger warning. But that's what I'm getting here. Like, right now you are so stuck. And you will not make a decision, because the decision, it's like you wouldn't make the decision that your intuition is telling you to make because of this old trauma that you do not want to relive or fall. So there is this ignored shadow work, this ignored anything that brings up this trauma, you're going to ignore it. But it feels like this trauma, you're allowing this trauma to control you, right? Instead of taking control of it. And I just think 17, I keep saying that today. Instead of you controlling this trauma and controlling your mind, today you're allowing this trauma to control you, and you're allowing this trauma to keep you stuck. Because right now you are betraying yourself, because the perfect version of you and everything that you've ever wanted is literally on the other side of this decision, this leap of faith. I'm getting that even maybe you've taken a leap of faith in the past, and then that's where the trauma stems from. Maybe you have some type of like abandonment issue, as I mentioned. I'm not really sure what the trauma is, going to be different for everyone, but I can tell you that you're acting out of it. By not making this decision, you are allowing your circumstance and your life to control you instead of you controlling it. You need to take the power back. You need to remember who you are. I have the Empress twice here. Well, and you are somebody that is so resilient. You are somebody, you think that whatever this is, you cannot walk away from it because you don't feel strong enough, okay? And you need to remember just how resilient you are. You need to remember what you've been through, okay? You need to remember what you have conquered, because I have the strength card here, and let me tell you that your inner strength and your willpower, so powerful, so powerful. And you are not somebody that people may look at and be like, wow, that person's so resilient. It doesn't show for you, okay? Right now you have walls up. Right now you are operating from trauma. And you're very stuck, okay? There's a lot of trauma stuck inside your body, okay? You may be having digestion issues. You may be even feeling very like bloated, okay? You just may be feeling very heavy because there's a lot of trauma here. And there's this energy of you have these walls up and you are operating from pain. You are trying to protect yourself, but from the wrong energy. You need to step into your divine energy, okay? You want somebody with your resilience is not something people would know unless they actually know you. You have this inner strength, right? You may not look strong, you may not do all that, but you have this inner strength and inner resilience that literally just being around you makes people feel stronger, makes people feel healed, right? If you are attaching to something and it feels very familiar, but letting it go makes you almost have to shrink this trauma, right? You are somebody that, whatever this is, it just seems to be hurting you, okay? You're holding on to the situation because you feel like you're not resilient enough to let it go. But the thing is, in holding on to the situation, it's literally hurting you, okay? It's literally hurting you. And you are more strong and resilient because you're holding on to this situation, especially if this is a person. But you need to Spirit is making the call here. Spirit is talking to you. You need to take the action, right? What I'm picking up on, transmute this pain, this trauma into knowledge. How you do that is through shadow work. I feel like shadow work is the theme here. And I don't even talk about shadow work that much because personally I don't identify with it, okay? But when it comes up, you can't keep suppressing it, okay? If you do not change, then nothing will change. That is why you feel so stuck. You feel very comfortable, but you're so not comfortable. The reason you feel comfortable is you're in a situation that reminds you of some type of, this could be a trauma bond. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that you're trauma bonded to somebody, right? And it's very reminiscent to a past trauma that you've gone through, right? So it is very important for you to, trauma bonds are very hard to get away from. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and discredit that like that is something. It's a very hard bond to detach from. It takes a lot of resilience, okay? But once you address the trauma and do the shadow work, then you no longer are going to resonate with this person. You don't resonate with this person. Spirit is really trying to get you to move. And you need to step into your power, and you need to step into this receiving energy. I'm getting that whoever I'm picking up on, not really used to doing everything yourself, right? You're used to you're used to taking control of your life and making decisions and doing everything for yourself. I think you're not very used to receiving. You're not very used to taking leaps of faith. Okay, I'm getting that right now. You are stuck in one spot and you're missing all of these opportunities. Like you're literally missing all of these blessings that are trying to be handed to you. Strong Taurus energy, you have Leo energy and Pisces energy as well. You are having a very big issue with being alone. That's what I'm getting. You've been trauma bonded to somebody, but the person that you're trauma bonded to literally reminds you of somebody else that caused you trauma, but they have the same type of energy and spirit. And you keep giving to this person, it's almost like you're trying to compensate. You don't actually know, whatever I'm picking up on, you don't actually know how to focus on yourself. Okay, and you need to work on that, focusing on yourself. you need to work on receiving, okay? Opening up your energy and allowing yourself to take leaps of faith, right? So, again, by staying in the trauma bond, you are reliving your trauma every single day instead of healing it. That's all I have for you guys. I hope it helped you. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.